Cottage Cooking folks. Today you are in the Cottage Cooking kitchen.
Hey guys.
I'm here with John and we are going to make some rosemary focaccia. So, rosemary focaccia, we have our yeast, we have our flour, we have some water, about a cup and a quarter of water, which we're going to heat to 110 degrees. We have some local honey, some sea salt, some delicious olive oil, and 2 sprigs of rosemary from
the
our
garden.
Yay. What's next?
Alright, once your water is heated, 110 degrees, you get your yeast ready. You put 2 teaspoons of honey into the KitchenAid. And then you add the yeast and the water. And then you put the yeast on top and you let the yeast proof for 5 to 10 minutes, and you're going to see some kind of foam forming on top of the water, on the surface of the water.
So you haven't put your yeast in yet, correct?
I am about to do it. So that's my yeast. And let it wait for about 5 to 10 minutes and you will see how the yeast react to the water.
All right, we're gonna get our flour ready. So when the yeast is proofed, it's ready to go. We're going to do 420 grams, which is the equivalent to 3.5 cups if you don't have a gram scale, but grams are more accurate. So if you're gonna do this, get yourself a gram scale. All right, 420 grams. So our yeast has proofed beautifully. We're going to add our 3.5 cups of flour, or 420 grams of flour. Okay, our flour is coming together nicely. What's next, John?
Next is putting some oil. It's about a quarter of a cup of oil.
Extra virgin olive oil?
Of course, that you add very progressively. There is no rush when you make a bread. Okay, then you put the salt.
Next step?
Well, once you mix it on the KitchenAid for about 5 minutes, put it on a slightly floured surface. You can knead by hand a little bit if you want, but in this case I don't think it would be necessary. Recommend it.
I like those little tools you got there.
It's my artificial hands.
You almost look like you know what you're doing.
I've done it before. There you go. Looks absolutely beautiful. Let's make a nice ball and let it rest for about an hour. Oh yeah. So I see you put some pan already on this ball here. So we're gonna let it rest and put a wet towel on top of it. Okay, this is wet enough. Let it rest. Goodbye. Have a good nap. We'll come back in about an hour. Ciao.
All right, you're gonna check the bread and see if it's doubled in size. Peekaboo! Come on now.
It is not double in size.
Oh
it's
my,
like
look
in
at
size.
that. That looks
So,
awesome.
The next step is to put the dough in a parchment paper. And this is it. And then roll it.
Oh, it looks so
and make
nice
sure
and
the
fluffy.
dough has a thickness of 1/2 inch. So for that we can actually use the rolling pan here. Put some flour on it. Maybe put some flour on the dough. And whoa, looks nice. And let it roll a little bit.
Nice.
It's coming very, very nice. So when it's like 1/2 inch thick, you are going to cover it again with a towel. Oops. Okay.
1/2 inch thick, you say, huh?
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And now I need to rest again. These do get very tired very, very easily.
So you cover it with a little towel?
Oh yeah. Goodbye though. See you in about 1/2 hour. Bye.
All right, the unveiling. Aha!
What do you have over there? Wow, that's
The
great.
focaccia dough.
What's next, Lisa?
Now we have to put our fingers in the dough.
All of them?
You could put some too.
Good.
And you poke all the way down. And it's very sticky.
Can you put like 10 of those?
You can put as many as you want to. Oh, feels pretty good.
Yes, kind of. Then after that, you're gonna put
Alright.
some olive oil, some salt,
Sprinkle about
and sprinkle the
2
rosemary.
tablespoons, maybe like that. Okay.
That's about it. Sprinkle some salt and rosemary.
We have our fresh rosemary.
And then you're gonna put it in the oven for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. And looks like it is going to be absolutely delicious.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that looks pretty tasty. What do you think?
That doesn't look that bad at all.
Yum.
Wow.
Focaccia. Feel free to make your own version of focaccia. You can add herbs, slices of tomato, cheese, olives, whatever you like. May all your dishes come true.